for the sake of not hearing a thing and being implicated in anything, and for your own benefit, he has kind of wheeled himself away. He still seems to be occasionally smacking his lips, remembering the taste of the soup. It seems to have left an impression on him. Kev stays here to clean up some of these robots. It seems like he's doing a favor for Lewis by taking care of the ones that are a little too out of control. Although they are kind of Lewis's children, he doesn't seem to really have that sort of attachment where if one gets destroyed, he's too beat up about it. Although there are some that he's very fond of. There are others that are just troublemakers. The chef bots in particular were pretty bad. They even wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin.
He turns around and slowly pulls up a pair of hands.
I think we should go.
Look, but this is important.
Wait, here, I'll talk to him. Yeah, go to the car.
Mia goes to the car with her head.
Kevin, just real quick. At Machine Head Temple, we saw an eye on the wall, and it also showed up here at the Cadillac Ranch. So, just so you know, there's something afoot, and that's all I wanted to say.
Nah. Okay. Got it.
She just heads for the car.
He kind of like folds his arms and stares at the car as you guys like go towards it and are getting in. Sweet Sangria is your ride out of here, away from this madness, away from the enforcer that is Kev Kevon, and Lewis Clark, who is just a little bit more human. Something he seemed very enthusiastic about, actually. On the, you're driving back to the city, I assume.
Yeah.
On the way back.
Co-op.
No, I was just gonna say you sent that message to Lewis. He would send a reply that says he has pretty good scanning in the Cadillac Ranch and would have noticed if there was an infiltrator, but he will keep an eye out. No pun intended. What were you gonna say, Simone?
Just the co-op triple cross. Say we're probably thinking about heading over to Astroworld soon.
He would send you a message that says, "Where do you want to meet?" If you tell him to meet there, he will meet you there. The aspects can be kind of invoked whenever you'd like. It's locked down because there's no travel right now between Earth and the Moon. It's touristy because this is usually where people go, like they're on their way either here or they're leaving. So it's like there's souvenir shops. There's all sorts of little like museums and things about the moon. Like this is where they want you to like come in here and feel like, yeah, this is how I'm going to enjoy Suffragette. And it's busy because it is like kind of not only is it just kind of an active business district, but it's also, with all the Earth stuff going on, there are people coming in and going from the Earth Embassy.
Did we want to buy our friend new clothes in the touristy section before we went?
Your friend Jim?
Jim, yeah.
I don't know.
Dear God, don't get him tourist clothes.
Wouldn't it be to our benefit if he did have like his old uniform on still?
I don't know.
It's fine. He's got Kavan like shopping for him right now.
Yeah, it's
That's
fine.
true.
Besides, we're just gonna find dumb stuff like, I love the moon, or whatever.
Oh God.
Yes, it would be adorable.
Say, Nia, you're kind of like the mover and shaker here. You would have heard about this. Yeah, go ahead and give me a lore roll. And also give me a contact roll. We're going to try to combine those into approaches later when you get your stuff streamlined. You would know that you need to reach out first before you get a trip. You reach out to someone that's just vaguely called the ferryman, and you have to bring 100 oldabucks per person.
Okay, well, I've warned everyone of this. I don't really have old money. I don't
do.
even know if I have new money. Oh, okay, good.
Do you want to inform Triple Cross about this fee, or?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I texted him about the, like, $100, old bucks.
He says that's fine, and he will cover all of you, actually.
Oh, that's nice of him.
So if you go to the dock, the secret dock, the Astroworld ferry, you'll notice that it's mostly, it looks like a sort of rundown amusement stand itself. There's like a clown head that is tilted to the side and like halfway sunk into the ground. There is an out of order popcorn making machine. There's a vending machine that is busted. There's a single man sitting pretty normal looking clothes, almost like a fisherman. He's just sitting on the on a table on a bench, kind of eating from a bag of peanuts. Soon enough, a sort of van pulls up, a very plain unmarked van pulls up. Jose gets out of the van to meet with you. He's wearing just a big black coat, a long coat over his uniform. Just kind of walks out and approaches your group looking fairly prepared.
Ursel stands up to greet them.
Big old wave.
I'm here. Y'all were talking about going to Astroworld. We would definitely like to go there.
Well, we just gotta pay the ferryman over there.
Triple Cross looks over at him and then looks at your group and says, all right. He hands you a stack of 700 old bucks. I'll let y'all handle the arrangements on this.
7 tickets to Astroworld, please?
Astroworld, don't know where that is.
Oh, no?
Never heard of it. You can tell, you've seen this before. Whenever there's somebody in a thing that says they don't know what a very obvious thing is, this guy's looking for either a password or something. Like he's playing stupid.
Hey, this guy wants something from us. Like, I can't think of possibly what it could be though.
I'll just start looking on repeater for the password, I guess.
Simone will quietly pull slide out.
Yeah, he doesn't notice. So if you look on repeat, you'd have to reach out. Like the people say they don't want to talk about it directly. But if you direct message people that are contacts of yours, you will find that there's basically like a password to get across, and generally it is related to something musical. If you look at the sleep slide that you got from this guy, you will see that it is smoky and blue. If you pop it in, you will see that the world looks a little bit more depressing. It looks a little, the colors are a little washed out. The light's a little dimmer. So your contacts have told you, Nia, it is music related. You see that his subconscious is a bit dim or dark than most people's.
Jazz.
Yeah, what about it? You want to try death metal? Because...
Yeah.
All right. So how many passengers we got?
Oh.
I'm gonna go check that there aren't 7 people combined if I go check on the 7 Nation Army.
There are 7 of them.
Oh, okay. So we gotta pay for ourselves, guys. So there's 7 plus 4.
Jase will actually take out, I guess, another 400.
Thank you. I come back just to...
All right. Just so you know, though, I don't come back to pick you up. Everybody get on. Don't rock the boat. Don't throw anything into the water. Don't tell me your names. I won't tell you mine. All aboard. The 7 people from the van all load on. They're all kind of hoods and hats and face masks, all wearing long black coats. Probably not hard to guess that they are the delegates. You guys are on the boat with the 6 hooded individuals, which is pretty obvious, and Jase. Talk if you'd like before the boat gets there.
So you guys are gonna have fun at Astroworld?
Fun? I guess that's the idea. Sure.
There's an amusement park.
Our information's a little bit cloudy about this place, but we've been interested in seeing it for a while.
Good. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna be fun.
Good.
No, those are not the right words for Astroworld. It's not fun. It's confusing.
I've never actually seen it myself, but it's gonna be fun. So I'm excited.
Confusing, dangerous. I don't know. If I actually had a choice, I wouldn't really be hanging out and going with you guys. But
Wow.
I guess it'd be nice to see Trav again. Don't take it personally. I am surprised I lived the first time.
Once the boat gets to the other side, it does look like an abandoned amusement park from the front. There's very long gates and walls surrounding the interior, and the single entrance that looks like a man's kind of like a man's mouth open and stretched that you can walk through to enter. The other side is kind of hazy, a little nebulous. It looks exactly like you would imagine an abandoned amusement park to look. There are roller coasters and Ferris wheels that you can see sort of in the distance of it. It does not look like anything like the place you were in. The old man kind of stares at you as you go. Damn fool. Seven Nation Army guys with you. You will find that the interior of Astroworld is normal. It is basically an abandoned amusement park. So this is it, huh? Astroworld doesn't look like much.
Looked a lot different last time.
Find a portal in somewhere.
Portal.
This isn't Astroworld per se. This is just somehow we have to get into it.
Maybe we have
Yeah.
to ride some of the ride. But Nia just wants an excuse to ride the ride.
It's just another thing we have to figure out, guys.
There's an abandoned, dilapidated funhouse. You want to go?
Sure. Let's.
Okay. As you start to walk towards it, going further into the park, you guys can all see this. Simone is stretching out as she, like, it looks like she is bleeding and leaving a trail of herself as she walks.
Oh. Well, my stand is trying to record this weird glitch in space.
Does that hurt?
Doesn't feel like anything.
Then she'll just keep walking.
Oh, if I start walking but doing like chickadee moves, what happens? Do I leave a cool?
Yeah, you leave a trail.
Yeah, Nia starts leaving. Like,
Colors start to get far more saturated for you when you do this. Like for both of you, the further in you go, the more saturated the colors are becoming.
and you said this place was weird and scary. Look at all the neat colors.
And those of you who haven't walked into that direction see both Nia and Simone sort of as if they were turning a corner, turn and walk down into the floor,
Whoa.
walk down into the ground. For them, they're just walking forward. For them, I mean, they've just hit a fold.
That looks like our way in.
Jase kind of like, are you sure this is safe?
Yeah, not really. I mean, they're not screaming or anything, so this is probably. I mean, do you have any other leads to get in?
Single one.
All right, let's do this. She looks like she's forcing herself.
Your group goes into walking further into Astroworld. You hit the same fold as they did. It feels like you're just walking forward, but to anybody that could perceive anything, like Roland would be able to perceive this, and maybe you two would, but they're not here, so they can't really tell. You guys are walking along folds in reality that like don't exist technically. You're entering something theoretical. These are extra dimensional movements and directions that have seemingly been hidden into this landscape, this area, this amusement park. Like an origami crane hides the many folds of the paper it is composed of. This shape of Astroworld hides the folds of what it is. And the further in you go, the more folds you hit. You can see the people ahead of you are walking up the wall, down the wall, sideways, diagonally, through the wall, through you, backwards. At one point, you just see Nia off like 1,000 feet away from you, walking sideways along the ceiling. In the next, she's like right next to you, and in the next, she's walking but heading straight vertically down, like as if she were in an elevator. And the same is true for each of you. It's like you're glitching out until finally you arrive. There's a moment of black and then a moment of realization as the colors come back up and you are once again in a vinyl landscape, but things are a little bit different this time.